Hi guys, welcome to the first video in Engineering Economics, and I'm Surikal. And um, well, siguro we are 2 weeks behind our schedule, and I'm really sorry because we have a lot of things to do. Um, but I have to make it up to you. Okay. To give you an overview of this course. Sorry din hindi pa ako nakakap-upload. Hindi pa ako nakakagawa ng at all ng Google Classroom dito. But I will make it up to you guys. Don't worry. Okay. So for engineering economy, uh, this will be for two clusters, and this will be a total of 10 weeks. And for the for the second cluster, we will have three topics, but this will be really easy and really fast, since we are trying to cope up with the delays. And well, yeah, okay. So the first topic is we're going to have the fundamentals of engineering economy. So this is very easy. Okay. So just going to talk about the definition and terminologies. We're going to determine the principles of engineering economy, and then the second topic is all about variable and fixed costs. So here we're going to know about one-time and recurring costs. We have total revenue, total cost of profitable region, and the third one, which is the last one for second cluster, is the time value of money. So we have here the simple and compound interest. We have effective interest rate. We have uniform series payments, depreciation, and then we have salvage value. And then after that, there will be a midterm exam. After this 5 weeks. So we're currently sitting in third week. Okay, currently sitting in third week, and we're very busy. And next week we're also going to be a little bit busy. So that's going to be fourth week. So the fifth week, okay, fifth week. I think that's going to be a face-to-face class. So we're going to have an activity, okay, on our face-to-face class, and then the next week, now the week following that will be your midterm exam. Okay. So for the third cluster, there's gonna be overlap of the third cluster. So fourth topic will be on the methods for evaluation of capital projects. So here we're going to learn about present worth analysis, future worth analysis, annual worth analysis, internal rate of return, payback period, and the last one is decision analysis and comparison of alternatives. So it's gonna be develop alternatives, comparing alternatives, and then useful lives. So you might be wondering, why do we have to have engineering economy? Okay, so why do you even have to study this course? No, bakit, bakit, bakit? Um, okay. so so let's proceed with the topic one. No, so fundamentals of engineering economy. So here we're going to define terminologies first. So engineering, as defined by ABIT, is the profession which the knowledge gained in physics, chemistry, life sciences, mathematics is applied to make products in large scale that increase the prosperity of man. So you have to understand, the terminology, that key aspect or terms that physics, okay, physics, chemistry, life sciences, and mathematics. Okay. So that's the reason why maraming subjects na while dealing with physics and mathematics and engineering. And we have a little bit of chemistry, a little bit, just a little bit. So the culmination of this subject of this um, fields, physics, chemistry, life sciences, and mathematics, is for you as an engineer to apply these things now to create something, to create products. Okay. Now, this is a little bit tricky because when you say products, okay, products doesn't really mean products with isang bagay lang. No? This actually deals with technology and services. Okay. You being an engineer, practicing a profession is a profession that's a service. And then that technology is, for example, you develop something. Okay, you develop a new product, you develop a new technology. Okay, you develop when you say technology, really is it could be a product. Okay, when you say technology, it could be a product, a process. Okay, it could be a product or a process. I forgot the other one. I forgot the other one. So, yeah. So that's engineering. So it's a profession in which knowledge gained in physics, chemistry, life sciences, and mathematics is applied to make products on large scale to increase the prosperity of man. Okay. Second terminology is economy. So economy consists of the sum. It's the sum of all the income from goods produced and services offered in the state or country. So income, it deals with the interactions between people and wealth. Now, when you say income, you know, when you say income, is that what they call net, or is that what they call revenue? But it appears like in this definition, it's revenue. But we're going to talk about that later. So that's economy. Now, how about we talk about engineering economy? So combine engineering. So engineering plus economy. So this is a study of the feasibility and evaluation of the cost of possible solutions to engineering problems. Wow, isn't that pala yun? I think I'm going to agree with this definition because, again, as I said, no, engineering profession uses mathematics, sciences, physics, chemistry, to develop products. Okay. Now, it's really important for you to understand that engineers develop products, okay, to solve problems. Okay, when we have problems, engineers create products. Again, products could either be a technology or a service. You know? For example, problem arise that there is no electricity. So, di ba? Hindi naman pwede technology lang. You have to have the profession who's going to do to solve the problem. At the same time, you have to have the technology, which is generators, transmission and distribution lines, and protections and whatsoever. Diba? So you have two things. You have the service of the people, of the person, of the profession, and you have the technology. Nagparang. So that's it. So table 1.1 here, top 20 engineering achievements of the 20 of the 20th century. No, kita nyo, di ba? Karamihan sa mga engineering achievement ay nandiyan ang electrical engineering. Kasi we have computers, we have telephones, we have radio, we have electronics, and we have internet, and imaging, we have technology, we have laser, high performance materials. Diba? Napakadami. Number one really is electrification. So, see? So, EE. EE is, that's probably the reason why EE is the fast emerging engineering field. You know, one of the fastest engineering field. And EE is one of the most versatile. So when we say versatile, it's very flexible. Very flexible. Because EE can exist everywhere. That's a good thing about EE. So I think that's a different topic. So we're going to go to proceed. Okay, next is price. Price is the amount of the customer is willing to pay for a product or service. Now, in contrast, cost. So cost is the expense incurred for making a product or deliver a service that is sold by a company. Now, when we say price, it's all about the customer. The customer is talking about it. But when we talk about cost, it is the company who is making the product or service. Okay, the cost. So here we deal mostly with cost because we are assuming that you are the company. You know? assuming that you are the company, because you are the engineer who are sol who are s- who because you are the engineer who is solving a problem using a product or a service. Okay, I hope that's clear. So next is interest rate. No? Interest rate is the amount a lender charges. No? A lender charges a borrower, and it is a percentage. It's a percentage of the principal. So, diba? Interest I is the principal multiplied by the interest rate, and times the number of terms. That's usually this is the most basic formula. I is I is pin. So E till. So that's interest rate. So interest rate is like yeah, ito nga pinakamagandang definition really. It is the amount, no? Amount a lender charges a borrower. So when you borrow something, the lender charges you a percentage of the principal. Okay. So next is break even. So break even is the point where the cost and income, okay, are equal, and there is neither profit nor loss. So neither profit nor loss. So yeah, so zero ang net. Zero ang net. So may zero profit. So walang kita, walang lugi. So mamaya, mas marami tayong encounter na break even. So next one is the revenue. The revenue is the money generated from normal business operations. And net income is what is left over after all expenses. So I hope this is clear, no? So when we say revenue, it is the income. It is the income. Net income. Yung parang, for example, if you have, so if you are selling cake, so if you're selling cake, okay, and one piece of the cake is 2 pesos. Okay, so when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5 slices, diba? So you are expecting that at least 5 piece. So you are expecting that you're going to sell this for a total of 2 times 5, so 10 pesos. So yun, that's the revenue. If you sold all of this cake, no, you earn 10 pesos. So that's the revenue. However, net income is less than the revenue. You know why? The reason for that is because binili niyo yung cake, binili niyo yung flour, binili niyo yung asukal, siyempre gumamit kayo ng kuryente. So, siyempre, mababawasan yung revenue nyo. Okay, binawasan nyo ng cost. Okay, ang lalabas ay net income. Okay, yung net income, yun talaga yung sa'yo, yung malinis na yan, yun na yan. Pero hindi pa rin lahat not all the time inyo pa rin meron pa rin hindi kasi ibig sabihin na meron kayong net income, income talaga yun. Wala nyo maintindihan yun, mamaya explain ko sa inyo. Okay, so next is present value. So present value is the value right now. So, that's a term of some amount of money in the future. And in contrast, we have the future value. Okay. Now, this is very tricky kasi you have to ask yourself, why are we talking about present value and future value? Bakit? Okay. I think one of the easiest example for this is yung mga matatanda, yung mga magulang natin, nagsasabi sila, alam niyo ba yung isang kilo ng bigas, totoo nene, isang kilo ng bigas na yan, alam niyo ba, ang halaga lang yan dati, piso kada kilo. Oh, yan ay noong 1800s. piso ang bawat kilo ng bigas. Okay. Ngayon, 2022, ang kilo ng bigas, okay, ang kilo ng bigas ay 50 na kada kilo. Okay. Ngayon, kung titignan nyo, diba? 1 kilo. Sample lang o, tingnan nyo. Huwag nyo nang gayahin yung, tingnan nyo yung picture ko lang. Yung mga bata na dito. Masyado na mag-discount o tutulungan ko. Tingnan nyo. O, 1 kilong bigas noong 1800s at 1 kilo ng bigas ngayong 2022. Napapansin nyo ba yung diferensya sa presyo? Okay. Huwag nyo titignan yung price. Tingnan nyo yung yan. Tingnan nyo yan. Kasi, ibig sabihin guys, ang value nitong bigas na to, nagbabago. Nagbabago in time. Kasi, yun eh. I mean, maraming factors kung bakit nagbabago ang value ng isang product. At, marami talaga as in. But, we're talking about the present value and the future value here. Okay. So, ganito yun. Noong 1800s, 1 kilo, 1 peso lang ang per kilo. At 2022, 50 pesos per kilo na. Okay. So, ang tanong, saan mas malaki yung halaga ng piso? Okay, pause lang konti. Ang tanong is, saan mas malaki ang halaga ng piso? Okay, alam ko iisipin ng iba, sir, doon sa 50, kasi doon sa 50, di ba? Malaki yung 50. Actually, mali. Dito tayo sa 1 kilogram, 1 peso. Kasi ibig sabihin nun, sa loob ng 1 piso mo, kaya tingnan mo iba talaga ang pananaw ng mga accountant eh. Iba talaga eh. Ibang-iba sa engineers eh. Tingnan niyo malaki ang halaga nito. Kasi, tamakin mo, piso lang, makakapili ka na ng 1 kilo. Ngayon, 50, makakapili ka ng 1 kilo. So, saan mas malaki ang halaga ng piso? Mas malaki ang halaga ng piso noong 1800s. See? Mas malaki ang halaga noon. Okay? So, ngayon, tingnan natin. So, what if 2050? So, ang tanong, magkano na kaya ang kilo ng bigas? Diba? Magkano na kaya ang kilo ng bigas? So, malamang yung kilo ng bigas na yan, hindi na 50. Okay. I don't know, baka 80 or 90 or 100. Okay. So, sinakikita nyo, yung point, no? Yung point. So that's the concept of money. Money is, money, when you factor in time, okay, nagkakaroon siya ng nagbabagong kanyang value. Okay. So when we say present value, it is the value right now of some amount of money in the future. Okay. So ganito yan. Start. Okay. Okay. So for example, you have one. Example, you have 100 peso today in 2022. Okay. And we're asking the question, what is the future value? What is the future value of your money 50 years from now, which is 2072? What is the value after 50 years? Okay, so if you invested 100 peso today, that's a question. If you invested 100 peso today, and you invested it somewhere that yields or gives you 6% interest. And and that's for 50 years. What will be the value of that? So, magkano na yung 100 pesos na yan? Okay. So, gamitin natin yung pinakasimpleng interest no, formula. So, we have I, pero hindi, compounded kasi ito. Simple interest na. Advance agad ako. Okay. So, try and pin. Pin. So, we have 100 multiplied by 0.06 multiplied by 50. So, yeah. Simplihan ko lang hindi ko muna gagamitan ng hindi ko muna gagamitan ng kung anong keme na formula. Kasi nga, simple lang. Gusto ko lang maintindihan nyo. So, 300. Imagine nyo. So, 300 na pala. So, 300. Yeah, hindi. Example lang yan ito yung pinakasimpleng example. Ito yung pinakasimpleng formula ng interest value. Yun ang ginamit ko. Okay. Isayo ko muna mag-advance para parang intindihan nyo na yung concept, no? So, hindi kasi ito compounded. No? Ito ay very simple interest rate lang. So, 50 years, 6%. So, hindi siya compounded. So, mag-discuss yung compounded dito sa uniform payments. Okay? Dito sa uniform series of payments. So, dito lang muna tayo sa simple. Wala pa tayo sa compound. Okay? Simple lang So, mag-advance ako yung ginawa ko. So, yeah. So, yun. Okay? So, imagine nyo, for 50 years, that 100 pesos that you put in, okay, since kung hindi siya compounded, that will become 30 pesos in 2072. Okay. So, now, this is the secret. Kung bakit yung mga mayayaman na yan. They know this. Okay? They know this. They know how money works. Ito kasing problema If you want, ito kasing problema. Ang tinuturo sa school, ano ang tinuturo sa school? Kapag may tinago, pag may sinuksok, may madudukot. Yeah, very good, di ba? So, ikaw, sabihin mo, nga no, pag may tinago kong 100 pesos ngayon, 2022, pag tinago ko yan sa baul, ilagay ko yan sa vault, pag pinuksan ko ng 2072 yan, okay, kung binuksan ko ng 2072 yan, meron ako 100 pesos. O, diba? Now, ask yourself, ask yourself, saan dapat dyan ang gagawin? Saan ba dapat dyan ang ginawa mo? You put in your 100 pesos somewhere that if you're going to give you 6% interest for 50 years, or itinago mo sa vault. No. Or itinago mo sa vault. Where do you think is a better option? So, everyone are going to say 300 pesos, right? See? That's the point. That's the reason why rich become richer and poor become poorer, because poor people like this one is idiot. Okay? So, and the government likes people to be idiots. I'm sorry to say that, but that's reality. Okay? And that's the reason why you don't hear this kind of messages you don't hear this kind of lesson at school. Okay? Because even teachers are trained to think like this. You get what I'm saying? So, itago natin yung pera natin, natin yan dito. Itago natin. So, 100 pesos, yeah, maybe somewhere that 100 pesos will become, baka maging 100,000 pesos. Which is very dumb, by the way. It is very dumb. Kapag nagtago ka ng 100 sa loob ng vault mo, hindi yan nag-multiply gaya ng mga kabute na iniisip mo. Hindi ganon. So, rich become richer because they know how money works, and then their money, they factor in money. See, this is just 100 pesos, no? But what if we talk about 100 million? And you put it for 6% interest for 50 years. So, how much would be that? No? Calculate natin, ha? Pakita ko lang sa inyo kung paano yung mayaman yung mga mayayaman na yan. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Multiply by 50 years times 0.8. So, imagine nyo. Diba? Wow. Yung 100 million again. 300 million. Kasi, so, now the question lies in, si Rical, okay na 300 million na yun kasi nagtaas din naman ang value, nagtaas din naman ang mga presyo ng mga bilihin. Well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly the reason why they put in their money in that kind of interest rate in the first place, because they want to preserve the value of their money. Okay, as we can remember, no, sabi ko sa inyo, di ba kanina, yung isang sako ng bigas, isang kilogram pala, ay piso per kilo, no? Ngayon, that's in 1800s, for example. Now, in 2022, the value is 50 pesos per kilogram. So, imagine that. So, kung naglagay sila ng pera, no, naglagay sila ng piso noong 1800s, okay, so ngayon, yung piso nila kayang bumili, ng isang kilong bigas. Tingnan nyo ba yun? Ganun kalaki yung value nun. Yung piso na nilagay nyo ng 1800s ay kayang bumili ng 50 pesos. Kayang bumili ng isang kilong bigas. Ngayon, makakabili ka ba ng isang kilong bigas sa halagang piso mo? Diba hindi? Yun ang point. I hope nalinaw nyo. I hope nagigets nyo. Yun ako pa ina-explain sa inyo. Ba't nagigets nyo? Ganito mag-isip yung mga accountant. Okay? Ganyan mag-isip yung mga economist. Okay? So, masyado silang malaro pagdating sa pera. Ngayon, engineers, syempre, kailangan din maging marunong at maging mapaglaro sa pera. Hindi lang sa baba. Alright. Okay. So, that's it. Now, we talk about the 7 principles of engineering economics. We have 7 principles. So, hindi 8. Yeah. So, 7. So, the first one is make alternatives. Make a list of alternatives. Now, as we said, no, engineering economy is all about solving problems. May problem, may product, may solution. May solution. And who creates this product or solution? Of course, engineers. Engineers love problems. So, kung may engineer kayo na-encounter na hindi mahilig sa mga problema, ay baka ibang klaseng engineer siya. Joke lang. But engineers love problems. So, dyan talaga nabuo ang engineers. Mga problema. Because engineers are problem solvers. Okay. So, yan dapat nyo intindihin. Dapat yan pumasok sa mga kukote nyo. Okay. So, kapag may problema, alam nyo na gagawin. So, engineer, tawag ang engineer. There's a problem. Yeah. For example, sira ang computer, you call in engineer. So, number 1 is make a list of alternatives. So, when we say alternatives, no, ito yung isa sa mga dapat nyo maintindihan, ha. If someone came to you, my computer is broken. Okay. What should I do? And then ikaw, yung as a technician, you said, may kailangan palitan dyan. Okay. Kailangan palitan, let's say, ganito. Kailangan palitan yung ganito. Now, you as an engineer trying to fix this guy's computer, you're not just going to say, you only have one option. That's bullshit. Okay. You're going to give options, or you're going to provide options for this person. You know why? You have to put alternatives. Because that person might not be okay with your solution, number 1. So you have to prepare at least three options or 3 alternatives. Okay. You have to provide at least 3 alternatives or options for this person na tingin niya papasok sa budget niya, magiging okay sa kanya. Okay. So yun yung dapat na ginagawa. So you have to provide alternatives first. Okay. For example, engineering approach naman. Okay. For example, in a community, no? Wala silang kuryente. Okay. You being an engineer, okay, being an engineer, hindi mo agad sasabihin, wala kayong kuryente, sige magtabi tayo ng solar panels. Okay? Mali yun. Mali. Mali. Paano ko nasabing mali? Eh, bakit solar panels lang ba ang technology na available to solve your problem? The answer is no, di ba? No, hindi lang naman solar. Meron pang wind. May wind. Okay? May wind. Merong hydro. Meron yung ibang combination ng solar at saka wind. Meron nga ibang combination ng solar at hydro. You see, you have to provide alternatives. So, now, I'm saying all of these things because ito yung ginagawa sa research din. No, yun, yun dapat naiintindihan nyo kung paano mag-isip pagdating sa research. Because, paano mag-isip sa research is basically the same if you're going to solve all of kinds of problems. Same lang. Now, in engineering economy, ganun din naman ang paradigm, ganun din ang mindset. Ganun din ang mindset. So, you're going to provide alternatives. So, if you're going to solve a particular problem, you're going to provide alternatives. For example, ganun din sa research. For example, your research is all about a design, no? Ng design ng solar system, solar PV system for a particular consumer. Now, you being an engineer, you're not going to make only one design. No. That's a terrible idea. Avoid that. You're not going to make only one design. You make at least 3 designs. No? 3 designs. Minsan nga sa research ko na lang, naaawa na ako. Sige, dalawa na lang. Paglaban ng dalawa. But the reality is, you have to have at least 3 designs. Okay? You have to have at least 3 designs ng solar PV system for that particular customer. Okay. Ngayon, yun. Kita sa papasok sa number 2. Ano ba different among the alternatives? So, bawat design o bawat design alternative may kakaiba. Ano ba ang benefit? Okay. Ano bang benefit dun sa first design? Ano bang benefit niyan? Ano bang benefit sa second design? Ano bang benefit sa third design? Kasi yung sasabihin mo sa client mo. Actually, I'm actually going to provide you 3 designs for this one. So, first one is the benefit is it's easy. No, it's easy or easiest to set up. Diba? For example, no, it's easiest to set up. Number 2, the second option, sir, it's cheapest. It's the cheapest. The third one is it's more robust or reliable. So see, so, you can't have the 3 at the same time. No? Meron talagang outshine sa isa. Okay. So that's it. What's the difference on the alternative? So one alternative is it's easier to set up. Second one is cheapest, and the third one is robust, reliable. So number 3. Now you have to be clear on what you want. What do you want? You want the mix of the 3, or you only want a mix of the 2? No, cheapest and robust, or cheapest and easier to set up. No. So yun yung katanong eh. No? Gusto mo ba cheapest or easiest to set up? Or you want cheapest and robust? Or you want a combination of the 3? Now that's a little bit tricky, no? But let's just an example. What do you want? What do you want? Now, develop common performance measures. Now, ito na yung parang research din talaga. Kaya ako nakikita parang research dito. Pero research talaga to. Yung mindset ay parang research. So, sana makuha nyo. Kasi ganito talaga. Kahit saan. Hindi lang, yung research kasi, hindi na talaga research yan eh. Gagamit nyo yan sa profession nyo bilang engineer din. So, kung mga engineer, diba, hindi marunong sa research, kung kayo, magkaroon kayo ng research, magkaroon kayo ng skills sa research, mas magaling kayo sa common engineer. So, sana maging ganun kayo. So, develop common performance measures. So, let's say you have these 3 designs. Now, you're going to test your design. You're going to compare your 3 designs according to a common performance measure. So this is very important. And now you have to ask yourself, ano ba yung mga common performance measures? You see? Ano ba yan? Okay? Ano ba yung mga common performance measures? So the question is, how do you quantify, how can you tell your client that this one is performing, this two is performing, and this three is performing? No? So you have performance measures. So paano mo masasabi na maganda yung 1 kaysa sa 2 at 3? Paano mo nasabi na maganda yung 2 kaysa sa 1 at saka 3? Paano mo nasabi na yung 3 yes maganda sa 1 at saka 2? Ano? Okay. So meet all the relevant criteria. So it implies that you have to implement, for example, alam mo na yung, meron ka ng design, yung tatlo, okay? At meron ka ng common performance measures, so i-test mo na. Okay? Doon mo na gawin. So doon mo na makikita. So doon mo na mamimit. Actually, doon mo na makikita lahat. So, ngayon, number 6 is weigh the risk against the reward. So, risk against the reward. This is a very vague terminology, no? Kasi I'm risk. But in common sense is, if you're going to push for number 2, no, is it worth it? So yun, is it worth it? You know why? Because there will always be two sides of the coin. No? Two sides lagi. Is it a positive or a negative outcome? Is there always a risk and a reward? So if you're going to push for option 1, there will be a risk. No? May risk dyan. The risk could be it will only last you 5 years. No? And the reward will be, it's easy, it's the easiest, so mabilis. So you will save time. So that's the reward. You will save time, but you will suffer from poor quality. Yon. So parang ganon. Mura nga, pero mura nga, tagal sira. So yun, di ba? Ay, mura nga, dali sira. Mura nga ganon. So it is reward. So last is check the results and revise if needed. So again, as you have met all the relevant criteria, you have to see if the result is okay. So yeah. So this is the paradigm. This is the paradigm of the engineering economy. So you're going to provide alternatives. So one good example of this is, alam niyo yun, yung engineering kasi medyo tricky talaga eh. Are you going to push for solar panels, or are you going to push for hydroelectricity? Diba? Yun yung mga tanong. Are you going to which option are you going to push for? So in terms of economic benefits. So saan dyan ang mas maganda? Diba? So you have to compare these two. Very difficult kasi you're comparing solar and hydro. So they're two distinct and different technologies. So but you're going to develop common performance measures. So how do you compare these two? So that's the role of an engineer. Okay. So hindi lang ora-orada. Sige, magtayo tayo ng solar panel, magtayo tayo ng wind farm. So hindi ora-orada yun. So you have to determine alternatives first. So I said too much. I said too much. I think that's it. That's it for the video. I'm going to proceed to the next topic, which is the variable and fixed cost.